Learning English.
Imagine you're hosting a small get-together. You want to invite an acquaintance, but you really don't want to make it awkward if they happen to be busy. Finding that perfect balance between, warm hospitality and respectful distance can be incredibly tricky in a second language. Today, we unlock the secret to extending invitations with genuine grace.
Welcome back to Radio Aikawa. Quick recap by Noelia, Lesson 62, Speaking Patterns, Encouraging Participation 2, A Polite, Firm Approach.
Right. So our goal today is mastering how to invite others politely without being pushy.
Exactly. We're going to see how subjunctive forms actually work behind the scenes to create a comfortable, respectful distance.
Okay, let's jump in.
Here's the key sentence.
We'd be happy if you could join us.
Oh, nice.
One more time.
We'd be happy if you could join us.
This wording is fascinating, but I have to ask about those little words, would and could.
Right, the subjunctives.
Exactly. I mean, I know they are polite, but do they ever run the risk of sounding, too formal or stiff among friends?
I get why you'd think that.
Yeah, it almost feels like we are adding unnecessary grammatical hurdles,
Well, they might seem formal at first glance, but mechanically, they're actually doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting, how so?
They protect the listener. Subjunctive words like would and could don't describe the real world. They basically create a hypothetical alternate reality.
So by framing the invitation as an if scenario, like, if you could join us, we would be happy, you're presenting an idea rather than a direct command.
That is the core mechanism, exactly. Because in the real world, a direct invitation creates immediate pressure to say yes or no.
Which can definitely cause social friction.
Precisely. So the subjunctive builds this conversational buffer zone. The guest can explore the idea of attending in that hypothetical space, without feeling cornered into a real-world commitment.
Here's the first phrase.
Let's hear it.
I'd be happy if you could come along. Are you into flea markets at all?
Good one.
One more time.
I'd be happy if you could come along. Are you into flea markets at all?
This phrase takes that hypothetical framework we just discussed and makes it distinctly more personal.
Yeah, by shifting the subject to I.
Right. But I'm really drawn to that casual question tacked onto the end. Asking, are you into flea markets at all? Feels like a very deliberate strategy.
It really is.
It lets you gauge their interest before they actually have to commit to anything.
It's a brilliant social safety valve, honestly. By asking about their general interest in the activity, you give the guest a totally frictionless way out.
Right, because they don't have to reject your company.
Exactly. They can simply decline the flea market itself.
That completely separates the person from the event. It essentially says, I value your company, but I won't be offended if digging through antique lamps isn't your thing.
Which is crucial for maintaining a low-pressure dynamic. You're extending warmth through the I'd be happy part, while simultaneously providing an easy escape hatch with that follow-up question.
Here's another.
All right.
You're welcome to stay for dinner. We always cook more than enough.
Oh, I like that.
One more time.
You're welcome to stay for dinner. We always cook more than enough.
This fundamentally shifts the strategy away from what we saw in the first two examples.
It really does.
Instead of stating our own happiness as the condition, saying, you're welcome to, grants the guest complete autonomy. It sort of transforms the invitation from a request into an available resource.
Spot on. The phrasing actively neutralizes the common fear of being a burden. When you add, we always cook more than enough, you are preemptively answering those polite excuses guests usually make.
Right, like, oh, I don't want to intrude.
Exactly. You establish that the food exists whether they stay or go.
So you're basically eliminating the guilt equation. The guest doesn't have to worry that staying means you'll have to chop more vegetables or do extra dishes.
It is a masterclass in preemptive comfort, really. By framing the hospitality as a pre-existing condition, the guest feels like a happy coincidence rather than an imposition.
Here's today's scene.
Two friends wrap up a lesson and chat about a mutual friend returning from London.
It is a warm, low-pressure catch-up.
Here they go.
Thank you for the lesson today. By the way, Chloe's finally back from London.
Oh, really? It's been, 3 years? How is she?
She's doing great. We're having a few people over on Sunday. We'd be happy if you could join us.
I'd be delighted to. I can't wait to catch up with her.
This dialogue perfectly demonstrates how to sequence information for maximum comfort.
Oh, absolutely.
Notice how the speaker states the plan first. They say, we're having a few people over, before they actually extend the invitation. I think that order is what makes the interaction feel so natural and unforced.
The sequencing is vital because it establishes that the event is already in motion. Think about it. If you invite someone first, and then explain the event, it can feel like the gathering hinges on their attendance.
Like it's a trap, almost.
Right. But by reversing it, the guest realizes they aren't the focal point of the planning. They are just being invited to step onto a train that has already left the station.
Which completely removes the pressure of being the main attraction.
Exactly. And because they used that subjunctive would-be-happy buffer we analyzed earlier, the entire exchange feels incredibly gracious. It really allows the guest to accept with genuine enthusiasm.
That makes so much sense.
Noelia has prepared 20 practical phrases for this lesson.
We highly recommend checking out the pattern practice and original dialogue sections. Moving from simply understanding these grammatical buffers to building real conversational reflexes takes actual practice.
The link is in the description.
Thanks for joining us today. Next time you hesitate to invite someone because you fear intruding, consider how shifting the conversation into a hypothetical space might just be the most welcoming thing you can do. See you next time.